some serious problems have come up that could really hurt MrBeast's reputation and career. It all started with a viral video that's sending shockwaves through social media, titled, "I worked for MrBeast and he's a fraud." This expose by a former employee, known as Dogpack404, is pulling back the curtain on MrBeast's operation, and what's being revealed isn't pretty. The video, which mysteriously doesn't appear in YouTube's search results despite having over 200,000 views, drops some serious bombshells. We're talking about faked videos, gambling promotions aimed at kids, illegal lotteries, rigged games with massive prize money, unfulfilled prize promises, false advertising, and exploitation. There are many serious claims against MrBeast that could ruin his career if they turn out to be true, starting with the claim that MrBeast's videos are fake. Now, Jimmy's always insisted his content is unscripted, but the evidence suggests otherwise. We're not just talking about a little touch-up here and there. We're looking at full-blown CGI train tracks, digitally lifted cars, fake explosions, and even paid actors posing as contestants. It's like a Hollywood movie set, not the raw, real challenges MrBeast claims to deliver. But it gets worse. Remember Mac, that lovable underdog who kept showing up in MrBeast's videos? Turns out he's not some random guy off the street. Public records show that just 2 months before he started appearing in videos, Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where MrBeast is located. Mac is living in a $1 million mansion, complete with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms. Not exactly the lifestyle of the average MrBeast contestant. Even MrBeast's personal challenges, the ones that made him famous, are under scrutiny. Take the 7-day stranded at sea video. It sounds grueling, but time-lapse footage tells a different story. 1 minute the shelter's empty, the next, it's full of people, some wearing rain jackets that weren't there before. It doesn't take a detective to figure out that MrBeast probably wasn't rafting all night. Now let's talk about those challenges with the big prize money, where random subscribers compete for life-changing sums. It turns out many of these random folks are actually friends, family, or employees of MrBeast. In one Boys vs. Girls challenge, MrBeast paid one of the boys $10,000 to leave. That's twice the prize money. Remember Rosanna Pansino? She's not too happy with MrBeast either. During a $1 million hide-and-seek challenge, she claims she was unfairly eliminated while other contestants broke rules left and right, and when the final results came out, the top spots went to the big-name YouTubers. In one of MrBeast's real-time challenge videos, a segment featuring water valves caught the attention of viewers and critics. These valves were presented as a crucial element of the challenge, supposedly requiring contestants to manipulate them to control water flow as part of their task. However, upon closer inspection, several suspicious details emerged that cast doubt on the authenticity of this setup. Observers noted that when the valves were turned, water seemed to flow out instantaneously. This is unusual in real plumbing systems, which typically have a slight delay due to air in the pipes and the need for water pressure to build up. Moreover, the valves appeared to have no actual connection to a water source, suggesting they were mere props rather than functional plumbing fixtures. Further inconsistencies were apparent in how contestants interacted with the valves. They were seen spinning them freely, even after water had supposedly been released. In a genuine scenario, there would be some resistance once water started flowing. Even water sometimes flowed when contestants weren't even touching the valves. These observations led to speculation that producers were likely stationed off-camera with remote switches to trigger the water flow at dramatic moments. This level of behind-the-scenes manipulation would allow them to decide how many valve turns it took to activate the water, or when to trigger it, all in service of creating tension or influencing the challenge's outcome. But the controversy doesn't stop at the video content. MrBeast's business practices are raising eyebrows too. Take the subscribe for a cookie banner on his channel. But when your audience is mostly kids who might not get the sarcasm, it starts to look a lot like exploitation. Even PewDiePie, another YouTube giant, has called out these kinds of tactics. Then there are the merchandise sales and giveaways. During live streams, MrBeast plays with the rules, promising prizes to buyers within specific timeframes and then changing the conditions on a whim. In one stream, he gave away about $50,000 in prizes. Sounds generous until you realize he sold over 50,000 t-shirts at $42 each. You don't need to be a maths genius to see that MrBeast isn't exactly losing money here. The complaints are piling up. Reddit is full of users claiming they never received promised prizes or were misled by changing giveaway rules. One user said they spent money they honestly didn't have on multiple shirts, hoping to win prizes for their family. All they got was overpriced merch and disappointment. There's evidence that MrBeast's team members have been forging his signature on items. A clip shows a team member signing MB, then covering it with their own initials. Even MrBeast's venture into the food industry is leaving a bad taste in people's mouths. Remember Feastables? Those chocolate bars were initially marketed as a healthy snack with only 4 ingredients. Fast forward to 2024, and they've got more sugar and calories than a Hershey's bar. MrBeast's challenges, with their massive prize pools, are starting to look a lot like the game shows you see on TV, and TV games are regulated. There's a rule called 47 USC 509 that says it's not okay to cheat in contests that are supposed to be fair. This law stops people from deciding who wins before the contest starts or trying to change who wins during the contest. MrBeast might be breaking this rule when he pays people to quit contests or changes how things look when he edits his videos. These actions could get him into trouble with the law. Sure, YouTube isn't traditional TV, but when your videos are pulling in more viewers than most primetime shows, you must be held accountable to the same standards as TV shows. The recent Beast Games competition show, set to be released on Amazon Prime, has also unleashed a controversy surrounding MrBeast's production practices. Rosanna Pansino, a prominent YouTuber, brought these issues to light by sharing information from 10 separate sources who participated in the event. Their accounts paint a disturbing picture of the conditions during filming, far removed from the fun and exciting competition that was promised. According to these reports, participants faced serious health risks during the production. Some contestants suffered seizures because they were not given access to their necessary medications, despite assurances that medical needs would be accommodated. The physical nature of the games led to numerous injuries. Contestants reportedly suffered broken bones and required stitches. Male contestants allegedly realized they could physically target female participants without facing elimination. This led to women being tackled and even knocked unconscious. Sleep deprivation was another major issue. Contestants were reportedly allowed only 3 to 4 hours of sleep per night and forced to rest on the floor of the stadium in cheap $10 sleeping bags. Participants were given meager meals of around 400 calories, served only every 12 hours. This led to a scenario where people fought over, stole, and hoarded what little food was available. Water shortages were also common, leaving contestants dehydrated. Personal hygiene was neglected as well. One participant reported having to endure wearing a bloody pad for 2 days before being able to access proper sanitary products. It's like MrBeast took the beast part of his name a little too literally. These conditions more closely resemble a survival challenge gone wrong than a fun game show. The comparison to the Hunger Games is suitable, as contestants were forced to endure physical hardships, compete in dangerous conditions, and fight for basic necessities, all while cameras rolled for the sake of entertainment. MrBeast's team reportedly offered $1,000 to losing contestants to sign away their rights to join any class action lawsuit. When the story broke, they allegedly tried to smooth things over with another $1,000 per person for inconveniences. A clip showing MrBeast directing contestants to act shocked and emotional. It's the ultimate proof that what we're seeing isn't real emotion, but a carefully crafted performance. For MrBeast, the coming months will be crucial. He's facing not just the court of public opinion, but potentially real courts too. His empire, built on a foundation of spectacle and generosity, is showing cracks. And as more people come forward, those cracks are only going to widen. The question now is, can MrBeast address these allegations, make amends, and rebuild trust with his audience? Or is this the beginning of the end for YouTube's golden boy? Tell us in the comments below, and remember to like and subscribe to e-commerce for more videos.